Cosmic Kitten, Simon and the Mysterious Signals. On the space station, Lunar Base, lived a small kitten named Simon. Simon was a unique kitten. He had beautiful shiny fur and eyes that sparkled like stars. He lived on this station with a group of scientists who were exploring distant corners of the cosmos. Simon had one favorite pastime: watching movies and cartoons on the station's big screen. He spent entire days there, laughing at the adventures of his favorite characters. One day, while Simon was watching his favorite cartoons again, something suddenly caught his attention. The screen began to show interference, and then mysterious signals appeared. They were strange sounds, as if someone was trying to contact him from a distant planet. Simon wondered what it could be. Was it some kind of system error? Or maybe someone really needed help? Simon decided to find out more. He got up from the comfortable chair where he spent most of his time and went to the station's command center. There he met his best friend, a robot named R2. "R2, did you hear those signals?" Simon asked. The robot nodded. "Yes, Simon. The signals are coming from a distant planet called Zorax. It looks like someone there is trying to contact us." Simon felt a thrill of excitement. "We have to investigate. Maybe someone there needs our help." R2 looked at him with concern. "It's a dangerous mission, Simon. Zorax is far away, and the journey could be difficult." But Simon was determined. "We can't ignore this, R2. We have to try." Simon and R2 prepared for the mission. They packed the necessary supplies and set off on their small spaceship called Starpaw. The journey through space was full of amazing sights. They passed colorful nebulae and twinkling stars. Simon was fascinated by everything he saw, but he knew their destination was still far away. During the journey, Simon began to think about his life on the station. He realized he had spent too much time in front of the screen, watching movies instead of discovering real adventures. Now, being in space, he felt more alive than ever before. At one point, their ship encountered serious problems. The engine started having issues, and then a space storm appeared. Simon and R2 had to work together to repair the ship and survive the storm. It was difficult and required a lot of courage and determination from them. "We won't give up, R2," Simon shouted, holding tightly to the controls. "We have to reach Zorax." The robot nodded. "You're right, Simon. Together we can do it." After many hardships and adventures, Simon and R2 finally reached the planet Zorax. It was a beautiful planet, full of exotic plants and strange creatures. The signals led them to a small village where they met the aliens called Zoraki. The Zoraki told Simon that their planet was in danger. A giant asteroid threatened to destroy everything. They needed help to save their home. Simon and R2 decided to help. Together with the Zoraki, they began working on a plan to divert the asteroid's course. It was a difficult and demanding task, but Simon felt that this was a real adventure. While working on the plan, Simon met an alien named Draco, who looked like one of the villains from his favorite cartoons. Draco tried to convince Simon that it would be easier to ignore the problem and go back to watching movies. "Why bother, Simon? Go back to the station and have fun. This isn't your problem," Draco said. Simon thought about his words for a moment. However, he remembered that imitating villains never leads to good results. He knew he had to do the right thing. "No, Draco, I can't listen to you. Helping others is more important than having fun," Simon replied firmly. Thanks to their joint efforts, they managed to save the planet Zorax. The Zoraki were very grateful and organized a big celebration in honor of Simon and R2. Simon felt happy and fulfilled, knowing he had done something important. When they returned to the space station, Simon realized how much he had learned. He understood that real adventures and discoveries are worth more than time spent in front of a screen. He decided that from now on, he would spend more time exploring and helping others. Simon sat in his favorite chair, but this time he didn't turn on a movie. Instead, he started planning more missions and adventures. He understood that life is full of amazing possibilities if we only decide to explore them. R2, do you think there are still many planets that need our help? Simon asked. The robot smiled. Certainly, Simon. The cosmos is full of mysteries and adventures, and we are ready to discover them. Simon felt excited at the thought of future adventures. He knew that now his life would be full of real discoveries and incredible experiences, and that he would always have his faithful friend, R2, by his side. Simon's story shows that real adventures and discoveries are worth more than time spent in front of a screen. Simon learned that helping others and discovering new things can bring a lot of joy and satisfaction. He also learned that imitating villains doesn't lead to anything good. You too can explore the world around you and experience amazing adventures if you only decide to step out of your comfort zone.